My tablet's a little slow this morning. My tablet's a little slow this morning. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Lozano. Looks like your client is still, there he is. Mr. Alderete, if you'll unmute yourself by clicking on the little microphone icon.
I got you. Okay. Yes.
There you go. All right. Court calls the case of the state of Texas versus David Alderete, cause number 2020-C05858. This proceeding is being heard in reference to and in compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by the Office of Court Administration and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the El Paso Bar in response to coronavirus. May I have announcement of counsel?
Hunter Griffin for the state. State is ready.
Mr. Alderete, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right. We're here on defendant's motion to withdraw. What seems to be the issue, Mr. Lozano?
Your Honor, this motion comes at the request of our client. We did represent him out of some felony cases out of the 171st. We did file motions to withdraw in that on those cases. The judge did grant our motion to withdraw, given there's several reasons, Your Honor, or more than several, I should say, reasons why we wanted to withdraw, as well as my client wanted to seek different counsel to go further with the felonies. Obviously, Judge, we would ask the court to allow us to withdraw so that our client can be represented by the attorney that he wants to be represented with, especially with regard to the felony cases, Your Honor. And I think with those, as it normally happens, the felony cases normally, can take care of the misdemeanor ones. And so in that respect, I understand that these cases have been it's taken a while to resolve, but I believe that with new counsel, Mr. Alderete would be able to find a way to resolve everything together, Judge, and without getting too much into it, because I believe it's maybe getting into some work product here from or confidential information, client attorney privilege. I just think it would be in both mine and my client's best interest for him to seek different counsel, Your Honor.
Are you retained or appointed?
We were retained, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Alderete, do you have any plans on hiring somebody else?
It's been very hard, ma'am. Actually, they just withdraw themselves. I really don't want to talk about it. I'm trying to move on forward, and I'm trying my best. Right now, I got put on 4 or 5 PR bonds because I didn't have a lawyer. It's going pretty bad, ma'am. But just like any obstacle in my life, I'll get over it. You know what I mean?
Well, my question was, have you hired anybody else? Do you have plans to hire somebody else?
No, ma'am. I wasn't able to hire anybody else. So the judge for the 171st, yesterday I had court with her. She put me on PR bonds instead, so I could get a lawyer. So we put that on hold. and I got to report every day, every week.
Well,
Twice a
PR
week?
bond doesn't have anything to do with you hiring a lawyer, sir.
No, that's what I'm telling you, that since I don't have a lawyer for that court, I'm guessing that's gonna, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be the same here, or because they just withdraw themselves. She did allow it. She gave me my appeal though. She signed my appeal over, but now she's upset because I can't afford a lawyer. I had to give all my money to the law firm that withdraw from my case. You know what I mean, ma'am? So like I said, I just don't. I'm trying to move on. I have too many problems to worry about, and to be like here worrying about this law firm. You know what I mean?
How much time do you need to hire a lawyer on this case, Mr. Aldrete?
Um,
Your case is set for jury trial September 27th, and we're not delaying it because you don't hire a lawyer.
but I had already had my lawyers, ma'am. I had my lawyers that, you know what I
Are
mean?
you
Like,
opposed to their motion to withdraw?
I mean, she asked me if I was okay with it. I told him that I needed them because I had already paid them, and I mean, she still granted it. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what do you want me to tell you, but like, I mean, they don't even want to work for me. So why would I want them? You know what I mean?
Well, regardless of what happens on your felonies, this case needs to be moved.
No, yes,
So
ma'am. I understand that. That's why I
you're either
understand what.
going to stay with Mr. Carmona or Mr. Lozano, or you're going to hire another lawyer, but you need to tell me what it is you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna try to hire a new lawyer, ma'am. I don't want to lie to you and tell you that I am gonna hire a new lawyer because that's the same problem that I'm dealing with over here. The lawyers that they don't want the full amount because I mean they want the full amount because they don't want payments because and the same as you with the last how you said that it's coming up trial. Mine is coming up on the 29th of August on that one. So a lot of lawyers don't want to pick it up. They want 10,000, 15,000. You know what I mean? So. If I don't end up getting a lawyer by the end of this week, I will get a court appointed.
All right, then I'm going to grant Mr. Lozano's motion to withdraw, set this case for a pro se admonishment hearing mid-August, and give you some time to talk to lawyers about representing
Thank
you
you,
on
ma'am.
this case. If that doesn't
you, ma'am. I
happen,
appreciate
then
it.
you'll either be admonished or see whether you qualify for court-appointed counsel. Anything
ma'am.
further?
Nothing from the
No,
state,
ma'am.
Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
You may be excused.
Thank you.
Neither of our two pro se admonishments are present. Mr. Sosa is waiting in the waiting room.
Judge, Mr. Barrera is here, Glenn is setting him up with
Okay.
the laptop.
All right, we'll take care of him in a minute then. Mr. Lozano doesn't sound too good yet.
No,
Yeah. Well, Carmona filed his continuance, so I hope he gets better as well.
Mr. Aldrete, you're free to sign off. Would you contact Ms. Sullivan, see if she can log on?
yes, Judge.
I'm going to go ahead and turn on the interpreter function.
Good morning, Your Honor. Interpreter present. If I may ask, could we wait until actually Mr. Sosa is present? Because otherwise, once you turn it on, I won't be able to communicate with him and tell him what to look for.
Okay, let me let him in. There she is. All right. Mr. Sosa, Mr. Portugal, if you'll instruct him.
Probando, probando, señor Sosa, si me escucha, le habla aquí su intérprete. Probando, probando, señor, si me escucha, probando, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't seem as though he has connected his audio, Your Honor.
Okay, it doesn't indicate that he's not connected.
Miss Sullivan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try with Mr. Sosa one more time. Señor Sosa, probando, probando. It seems as though he connected a headphone piece, Your Honor. Señor Sosa, si me
Yeah.
escucha, 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Probando,
There.
probando. Probando, señor Sosa. I sent him a message, Your Honor, asking him or telling him that he needs to connect his audio.
Okay,
Probando, probando, señor Sosa, probando, 1, 2, 3. Probando, probando, señor Sosa, probando. Probando, probando. No, Your Honor.
okay, let me remove him and then see if he can log back on.
Okay, Your Honor.
Ms. Sullivan, does Mr. Sosa speak any English at all?
No, Your Honor, absolutely none. And although I have the assistance of some people to translate once in a while, I don't have consistent the way I did when Hanato was with me. And so I don't have enough translation services to represent adequately when they don't speak any English. I have enough to review important legal documents in Spanish and English to make sure we understand them, but I don't have enough to do the representation just in Spanish.
Right, right. I just wondered if he spoke any at all. He's not logging back in, so we may have to set this for an in-person.
I sent him a text
Okay,
in English to please try again with the audio on. He may have someone at his end who can read it,
okay.
but it doesn't look good, does it?
By the way, I'm so sorry to hear about Renato. That came as a complete surprise.
Thank you, Your Honor. It did for us too. We never saw it coming. We were 3 weeks from diagnosis to death. But you know, that's it was one miracle after another. And that was one of them. We didn't have to do that. Oh, this is the last Christmas. Oh, this is the last. I wasn't forced to make any decisions as the healthcare proxy. God was good.
Good. He is good. He's trying to log in again.
Okay, good.
Let's see if he can get connected. Mr.
Probando,
Sosa,
probando.
can you hear us?
Señor Sosa, ¿nos escucha? Probando, probando, señor Sosa. Sí, maybe if you can súbele el volumen.
Ms. Sullivan, if you could text him to maybe unplug the ear things and
I believe he
increase the
did.
volume.
I believe he did, Your Honor. He
Well, he took them out of his ear, but we don't know if he unplugged it.
he showed me the little aux
Plug,
and
okay.
as well, Your Honor. I guess he just needs to maybe press the actual connect audio button. Miss Sullivan, if I spell it out to you in Spanish, would you be able to send him the text?
Absolutely. Can you put it on the chat?
Of course.
That way I can read it and we can
Okay.
try get something close.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Okay, Miss Sullivan. That just says press the microphone button.
okay, hang on, let's see.
I believe he might be reading his text, Your Honor, since his camera turned off.
Okay. Mr. Sosa?
Señor Sosa.
All right, I guess we'll have to set this for an in-person hearing instead.
Oh, it seems as though it's loading, Your Honor. It's got the three
Okay,
little
there it
dots.
is. Yes, good.
Oh, hopefully. Maybe his there it is. Señor
Well,
Sosa, probando, señor
correct.
Sosa. Prende su micrófono, por favor, lo tiene apagado. Ya se conectó el audio, nada más que ahí donde estaba el botón del micrófono, presiónelo una vez más.
Ay,
Perfecto, muy bien, ahora sí. Yes, Your Honor. Due to these technical difficulties, Your Honor, I don't know if you want to just do this consecutively. It might take us another 10 minutes for him to turn on the simultaneous function, but it's entirely up to you.
Right, let's go ahead. Court
Yes, Your Honor.
calls the case of the state of Texas versus Ricardo Sosa, cause number 2022-0C0-1972.
El juzgado llama la causa Estado de Texas en contra de Ricardo Sosa, número de causa 2022-0C0-1972.
This proceeding is being heard in reference to and in compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by the Office of Court Administration and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the El Paso Bar in response to coronavirus.
Esta audiencia se está celebrando a través de Zoom debido a la pandemia ocasionada por COVID-19 en cumplimiento y según las reglas y condiciones elaboradas por la Corte Suprema de Texas y los comunicados enviados a la Asociación de Abogados del Estado de Texas en cumplimiento con las órdenes y directrices del Condado del Paso, Texas.
May I have an announcement of council?
Abogada,
Hunter
diga,
Griffin for the state.
abogados, digan presente, por favor. Go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
Hunter Griffin for the state is ready.
Hunter Griffin para la fiscalía está lista.
Kate Sullivan for defendant Sosa, I'm ready, ma'am.
Kate Sullivan para el acusado Sosa, ya estoy lista, señora.
Ms. Sullivan, I understand you wish to withdraw because the defendant does not speak English. Is that correct?
Señora
That is-
Sullivan, tengo entendido que se quiere retirar ya que su cliente no habla inglés. ¿Eso es correcto?
Yes, this is correct.
Sí, eso es correcto.
All right. Mr. Sosa, do you speak any English at all?
Muy bien, señor Sosa, ¿usted habla algo de inglés en lo absoluto?
Muy poquito.
Very little.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and grant Ms. Sullivan's motion and appoint a different lawyer who speaks fluent Spanish so that you two can communicate better.
Muy bien, autorizaré el pedimento de la señora Sullivan y le asignaré un abogado nuevo que hable el español con fluidez para que ustedes dos se comuniquen de mejor manera.
You
Okay.
should be receiving notice from the court on your new attorney. And Ms. Sullivan, I don't know if you've already submitted the order on your motion. So if you have not, please submit that to the court as soon as possible.
Usted
Yes.
estará recibiendo notificación de parte del juzgado en cuanto a la asignación de su abogado nuevo. Y señora Sullivan, no sé si haya presentado esta moción para su retiro, pero le digo que lo haga lo más pronto posible. Sí, su señoría.
Yes.
Anything further?
Nothing
Y
from
no,
the
hay
state.
y no hay nada más para mí, no hay nada de la fiscalía.
Okay,
Nothing further.
all right. Everybody may be excused on this case then. Thank you, Mr. Sosa, you may be excused as well.
Muy bien, ya se pueden retirar todos en esta causa. Gracias, señor Sosa. Usted también ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's
Thank
get somebody appointed on there, Rihanna, and let Mr. Sosa know.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Portugal.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Court calls the case of the State of Texas versus Gerardo Barrera, cause number 2021-0C03319.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm Gerardo Barrera.
Compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by the Office of Court Administration and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the El Paso Bar in response to coronavirus.
All right. Mr. Griffin, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are Gerardo Barrera.
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, sir. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you hired a lawyer yet, Mr. Barrera?
No, I have not, Your Honor. This month I was not able to afford one.
You can put your hand down, sir. And if you would just answer the questions that I'm asking you.
No,
You
ma'am.
did not qualify for court-appointed counsel. You were over the income guidelines. So what we are doing today is giving you what we call the pro se admonishments. There's some presenting yourself until you do hire a lawyer. How old are you, Mr. Barrera?
I am 55, Your Honor.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a maintenance technician for a company here locally in town, a maintenance at an apartment complex.
And how much education have you had?
I have an associate's degree in heating, ventilating, and air conditioning.
Do you have any previous court experience? Have you ever represented yourself in court before? Have you ever been in court before?
I've been in court before, Your Honor.
All right, representing yourself or not?
Once, another time that I wasn't able to get an attorney, and I didn't qualify for one appointed to me. I had to represent myself, and at that time I pleaded guilty. I didn't have any other choice.
All right, have you attempted to talk to any lawyers about fees or fee arrangement?
Yes, I have, and well, I need to come with a payment plan. I can arrange that.
All right. You understand that representing yourself on a case is more than just showing up to court and telling us your story. You're going to be held to the same standard as Mr. Griffin or any other attorneys. You're going to have to become familiar with the rules of evidence, the rules of trial procedure, and just like any other lawyer, actually represent yourself in court.
I understand, Your Honor.
There's 2 documents that are going to be sent to you. One is to enter your plea of not guilty for now. And then the second one tells me that you're giving up your right to a lawyer and you can withdraw that waiver at any time once you do hire a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The next step will be setting your case at least 10 days out. And then at that time, you'll have what we call a pretrial, and you'll sit down and be able to talk to Mr. Griffin and get a recommendation on your case. But I would highly recommend that you speak to a lawyer and make every effort to get a lawyer on board so that you don't make any mistakes in this case. Understood?
I understand, Your Honor. I will hire a lawyer.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. My staff should be emailing you those documents. If you will sign them and send them back to the court as soon as possible.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may be excused then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Any sign of Mr. Venegas?
No, ma'am.
He didn't show up there?
No.
Okay, so we will have to reset him for an in-person hearing.
Okay.
And everybody may be excused. We'll see you all shortly